Hey there YouTube, Travis here. So tonight I'm going to share with you guys the experience of me getting a free Honda Hobbit in South Carolina, packing it up, and shipping it back to Oregon. This isn't a strict how-to, but at the end you'll be able to see the methods I took to pack the individual parts, and hopefully you'll be able to get something from it. Enjoy! Hey there YouTube, Travis here. Have you ever wondered, how do you ship a moped? Or more importantly, how do you ship it on the cheap? Well, that's exactly what we will be examining here tonight. I was gifted this very nice 1979 Honda PA52 Honda Hobbit moped here, and this one's actually in pretty good shape. It was in a very minor front end accident, and so the front end's a little bit taken apart right now, but other than that, it's pretty clean. This is the PA52 model, so it's the 30 mile per hour model. It's got some aftermarket cat-eye turn signals on here. The battery pack, that's probably bad, and the ones in the back here are broken, but it's got the nice long seat, and it's got the 79 colors, so it's got some good things going for it here. It was free, which is great. Now the only problem is, that's right, I'm on vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we have to figure out how to get this back to Portland, Oregon. Like everything in mopeds, we want to do this the cheapest way possible. Yes, you can always go on UShip or some sort of freight service, but that would be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I don't really want to do that. I want to break this down, ship it out, and get it done. So of course, you can take your pick, whatever shipping service you want. In my case, and probably yours too, the cheapest one is going to be shipping it via Greyhound. So firstly, you'll want to get yourself one of these. This is a bicycle box. They're pretty unique for this shape. The frame and whatever bits we can fit around it are going to go in this here. I lucked out. I had to go to 3 shops, and normally when you go in there and ask for one of these, I mean, you're not really making the shop any money. You're not a paying customer, so you got to find somebody with the right attitude. The third shop I went to, the guy had just taken a bicycle out of this, some beach cruiser style bicycle, I guess, and he was like, hey, please take it, it'll save me a trip to the compactor, and out the door I walked. If you were to purchase this from a store, these boxes can be a little spendy. I worked for a UPS store for a few years. We would charge about $20 for a box like this. Alright, anything that's wider than 8 inches on here has got to go. Of course, can't slide the gas tank down until you drop the engine because it's hitting the head, so. Alright, she's coming apart more and more. Alright, this is a great place to call it a night here. Got the motor off, been pretty diligent about taking all nuts and bolts, screwing them back in where I got them if I'm able to, or if not, taping them to where I got them from. Alright, so for a bit of an update, slow progress because I've been kind of getting in and out of the pool here at this house, but we got the frame in the box here. And 8 inches is kind of about as wide as these bicycle boxes go. Any rough sides that were sticking out, reinforced with cardboard here. And I'm generally going to have this filled with cardboard and styrofoam to that, it doesn't move, and when the box gets flipped over, as it inevitably will on a cross-country journey, it'll be not a big deal. Also utilized some of that cling film. And I'll be reinforcing this headlight bucket here with plenty of bubble wrap. This is probably one of the very few fragile parts that's sticking in this box. I'm a little too lazy to undo all the wiring when I can just click it down, and that'll be that. Got this box right here. Remember, you've got 17-inch wheels, but there's going to be about 1.5 inches of tire on either side, even if you deflate it. So I'm figuring I'll fill this box up here, and of course we got the motor. I took the gas tank here, and it was empty, but just to be on the safe side, I put a garbage bag around that, so it's kind of airtight, and then I use the cling film all around that just so we don't have any escaping vapors or odors coming out of that thing right there. You know, so originally I wanted to send this via Greyhound. Generally shipping large, heavy items is going to be the cheapest way to do it. It'll take longer, but as long as there's a Greyhound facility near you, I know they also do door-to-door, but if we're talking like, the bare bones cheapest way to do it, certainly that's it. The Greyhound station in South Carolina where I was at closed at 2 p.m. and I had this stuff ready to go at 2:15. So I ended up sending it UPS. It was about $100 more. My initial quote was $200 for Greyhound. It ended up being $300 for UPS. But be it that, all I was into it at this point was, the shipping and the box and the packing materials. Still doing okay. All right, we'll skip some steps here. I'm going to go ahead and get a lot of the stuff out of the box, and we'll see how well I did. Okay, so I purchased this box new from a UPS store. One of the reasons I did that was, on the bottom of every box, you've got your crush test here, how much weight will sit on it before the sides will start to collapse. Most new boxes are 200 that are really meant for shipping. This one was $275. I was eagerly searching for a double-walled box. This is still only a single wall, but it's a little higher than normal. Okay, well, getting it all out here. Let's find out how the motor and all the other bits held up. Now we're coming up to the part of what I'm most proud of. For the motor and a lot of the other sensitive bits, it's a matter of air pillows, saran wrap, air pillows, saran wrap, more and more. Man, these look great. So this is exactly what I'm talking about here. The sharp bits, like the sprocket part of the pedal shaft right there, and then the motor itself. I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 layers of deep to these air pillows, and man, I mean, this thing is just, that was a lot of work to pack that up. Now we get to open it all back up. Well, it is coming together a little bit easier than I thought, actually. Now we're going to go ahead and get that motor on there, and then pedals and the gas tank, and hey, we'll see where we're at. Okay, and everything is fully assembled. As you can see, we skipped a few steps. I took some pictures during some of the final reassembly, and then I could not get the bike to spark, so I had my friend Jesse Stevenson of Stevenson Speed Shop help with getting that spark working. There was a problem with the ignition points where the contact material had worn so far down that somebody had bent them to try and make it work, and that was causing the no spark issue, and I had him tidy up 1 or 2 loose ends additionally from the shipping process. But now we have, and more or less I have, a running, riding Honda Hobbit with Chroma circuit pipe. Everything else is stock for now. This is pretty exciting. The only thing coming up, obviously you can see there's still some damage in that front wheel. I had a bicycle shop try and true it, but it still just barely hits that front fender, so wheel swap will be in the future of this bike, but other than that, this is a great run and ride and moped. I hope you've enjoyed following this bike as it went from South Carolina all the way out to Oregon.
Okay there, YouTube. Well, until next time.